When we look at economic development and growth, the role of IMF and World Bank has been increasing. The IMF, or the International Monetary Fund, is one agency that keeps track of the country's external debt. There are many roles that they play. One such is to give policy advice to governments and central banks based on analysis of economic trends and cross-country experiences. Such advice can be very useful because it can help the countries that are on track of development to figure out how they can perform better or use its resources better. It is a great source of research, statistics, forecast, and analysis, which is based on tracking of many global, regional, and individual economies and market, and that becomes an amazing source of information for many individuals and researchers all over the world. IMF is also useful in terms of giving loans to help countries overcome economic difficulties. For example, Pakistan has taken in the past many loans from IMF to restructure the economy. These loans sometimes are also given on concessional levels where it can help in fighting poverty in these developing countries. Other than financial assistance, there is also technical assistance and training that is given by IMF to help countries improve the management of their economies. Such technical assistance, for example, was very useful for Pakistan in the late part of 1990s, where this technical assistance helped in developing corporate governance in the country. Similarly, World Bank has played a significant role when it comes to development of many countries. The World Bank consists of five agencies: the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, which is called IBRD, which lends to governments of middle income and credit-worthy low-income countries. Then comes the International Development Association IDA, which provides interest-free loans called credits and grants to governments of poorest countries in Africa, for example. Then comes the IFC, which is basically an organization or agency within the World Bank, which is the International Finance Corporation, providing loans, equity, and technical assistance to stimulate private sector investment in developing countries. So this is where developing countries, private firms can also benefit from the World Bank's assistance. Another agency which is useful is the Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, or MIGA, which provides guarantee against losses caused by non-commercial risk to investors in developing countries. What this means, this insurance is very useful because in terms of foreign direct investment into developing countries to support economic growth or reduce poverty, such guarantees has resulted in comfort for foreign investors. Lastly, the International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes, or ICSID, provides international facilities for conciliation and arbitration of investment disputes. So if ever there is any dispute in terms of international investment, let's say between countries and private firms, or between two countries, there could be such a middle ground that can be reached through the ICSID, which helps in coming to some kind of investment disputes conclusions. So we can see that both the IMF and the World Bank is aiming to try to help countries with debt problems to overcome them through the mixture of advice and aid, which we can see coming in terms of technical support, financial support, and even in terms of human resource.